Hello guys. Well, now I know I'm late, but I want to talk about this no matter what. So I'm gonna talk about it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I already watched it because I couldn't be bothered to record it the first time I watched it. I just watched it as soon as I knew that it was out, and oh my god, I was gagged after looking at Tsaritsa. And well, there's so much to talk about in this trailer, so I guess let's get on to it. Well, let's go through it first time, and let's talk about it after we finish it. What is
I've heard that the rules that govern this world
she looks so good.
are all essentially curses.
Curses.
So to live by the rules means to suffer under the sum of all curses.
That's the boy that was in the preview.
Are you talking about the snowstorms or Project Stuja?
Oh, Tsaritsa.
The Tsaritsa.
Yeah.
Let's go. Before Lilac makes a move.
Lilac. Who? You don't know who that is. Odette. Damn, so nice. The OST is so nice.
If it's true that rules are curses, well then, there's only two options. Either we overthrow the rules, or...
Probably a follower of Katheryne.
Were you going to say follow them? Get used to them?
Yeah, Transcendence.
It's neither. We find a way to transcend the rules.
Pulcinella.
Regarding the motion to extend Project Stuja, if there are no further objections.
I have an objection!
Huh?
Me too!
I object!
How do they even object? Looking at these people.
Search the area! We are the Drushna, and it is our honor to serve the Tsaritsa.
Polar Express, of course. And she looks like Katheryne.
Forgive the intrusion. Mind if I join this private discussion?
I'm so excited.
Compared to the eons gone by,
Oh, this guy looks cool.
this is a peaceful age.
Kresnik's torch, yes. Kresnik's torch.
Wait, the Kresnik's torch?
And it gets creepy. Okay. Let's get to the face shot.
And
Raw,
then
yes.
the heavenly principle spoiled our love.
Spoiled our love. That's so big.
Mother?
I almost doubt whether it was ever true at all.
Damn.
One should not throw fragile driftwood to a drowning person. nor give the illusion of warmth to those freezing to death.
So Polam
Death is not the enemy of love.
and various motivated produces on myself.
The real enemy is the blessings given by deluded gods.
Deluded gods. And this shot is very interesting.
Good move. Still, I do hope you
Right,
truly understand the nature of the game you're playing.
Whew, that was a lot. That's one of the best trailers they've ever put out. For me personally, the designs or the characters, they don't hit as much as they did in the Moonlit Ballad of the Night, because in that trailer we had like many familiar names and faces. It was very hard to choose who to pull in that trailer, but in this also the designs are very great, but I don't have an attachment to them yet, so the only must pull character for me now is the Tsaritsa, but I'm sure I will vote all of them, because I'm sure they will do an excellent job with every character in Snezhnaya. Okay, let's break it down. First of all, we see Odette. Odette is the soprano, chief soprano of the theater, if I remember correctly, in Snezhnaya. And she seems to be the poster girl, like Lauma was to not cry, and she will probably siphon all our mana within the first banner, I think.
I've heard that
And what she says is very interesting.
the rules that govern this world are all essentially curses. So to live by the rules means to suffer under the sum of all curses.
Are you talking about the snowstorms or Project Stuja? Or the Tsaritsa?
Well, it's interesting, isn't it? Like, we know from the First Moon Science, Hymns of the Far North, that HP is also, HP is Heavenly Principles, by the way. I'll call him HP just because it's easy to say. We know that HP is called the Lord of the Seven Calamities. Like, that's not a name that we would give to a god that would give out blessings, a god that would care about their people. And the Seven Calamities itself refers to like a Buddhist concept, the changes that can happen to a planet or a world system that can essentially ruin itself. It's like fire, water, wind, weapons, evil and ghosts, and captivity, imprisonment, bandits, thieves. Like pestilence and disease, foreign invasion, internal strife, astronomical anomalies, famine and drought, windstorm and floods. Those are the calamities. The calamities that can destroy a world and destroys the world. So it's very fitting that Odette calls every rule that was imposed by that terrible god curses. That aligns pretty well.
Let's go. Before Lelek makes a move.
Yeah, Lelek, we don't know who Lelek is yet, but I guess we'll get to know him, or it might be like a concept. I'm sure we'll get to know more about it. Yeah, Odette. I don't know what was her deal is, but she looks an awful lot like Griseo. Griseo from Genshin Impact 3rd. Well, the music is like top tier. Sorry, you can't skip.
If it's true that rules are curses, well then, there's only two options.
She talks about two options on how to disregard the rules, or like to live without the rules. Or like at least how to coexist with the rules. Maybe that's one of the options. We'll let her say.
Either we overthrow the rules,
Either we overthrow the rules.
Were you going to say follow them? Get used to them?
Yeah, she's completely disregard the notions of coexisting with the rules. She says it's either we overthrow, like we replace the rules by dismantling what's up there and reinstating everything up on top, or what else she says.
It's neither. We find a way to transcend the rules.
Yeah, that's the other option she proposes. It's either we overthrow what's at top, or it's we become something that the rules can't even touch. We transcend the rules. I have thoughts regarding that. I guess we'll talk about it now. We know that the transcendence is not something that people of Travail can achieve on their own. At least not by common means. Only thing that can transcend this first rule, as we know of now, is the descendants. Beings that external variables that came to this world. They are the only ones that can transcend or even work around these rules. The descendants. So, when she says we overthrow the rules, since all the people in Tibet are subjects of the heavenly principles, the only way we can actually compete with that power is from a variable. And if we are reinstating something to that place, the only option that I have for now, I can actually see happening, is the Travail. We know that the HP is also a descender, right? She's called a Serpalord because she came from somewhere else and overthrew the previous system and completely reworked it according to his wishes. And he's the first descender, and we are the fourth. And we can essentially replace the first descender in that role. So if you talk about overthrowing, that's essentially a solution. And the other solution she talked about, transcendence. We have many examples of transcendence in this game. One is narcissenkreuz, another is golden slumber. Like, it's not a secret at this point. Like, Mihoyo is greatly enthralled by Hideaki Anno's Neo Genesis Evangelion. That anime is an anime by Studio Gainax. It's from like 1997 or something, if I remember correctly, and it's a very weird show, but the main point of that show is like humanity's evolution, at least artificial evolution, that people themselves create for themselves because they want to transcend our human bodies, that they want to get themselves free from the suffering of the mortal body, and they essentially become a collective as humanity as a whole. And that is a way of transcendence. And we have an example of that in the game as well, like I told you, narcissenkreuz and golden slumber. Both are actually, I see, as a method of transcending. At least that might be one of the original intentions, at least for golden slumber. And we know that's for a fact that it is the intention of narcissenkreuz order. It's on a small scale. They wanted to avoid the apocalypse of the fountain. That means the prophecy of the flood. So Rene de Petrico made the narcissenkreuz orders to assimilate every Fontanian into the primordial sea and become a collective consciousness to transcend the prophecy. That is a way of transcending, but it remains yet to be seen if that's what Tsaritsa's plan is.
Regarding the motion to extend Project Stuja...
Yeah, we still don't know what Project Stuja is. But it's interesting that they're bringing this up in a council of, at least I believe it to be citizens council. And we know that Pulcinella is the mayor of Snezhnaya, right? So it makes sense that it's a congress of a council of people from the city.
If there are no further objections...
I have an objection!
Huh?
It's crazy to me that they're objecting. Like, look at the people in front of you. These are people that can do in a snap of their fingers.
Me too.
I object!
Alekna seems so fed up. Oh, this guy. Yeah, this guy.
Oh my.
Search the area. We are the
She looks so good. And Trishna is like the surveillance patrol from Fontaine, if I remember correctly. But they just keep the law and order in Snezhnograd. And I think other cities as well.
Druzhna, and it is our honor to serve the Tsaritsa.
Forgive the intrusion.
Emo Katheryne is here. She looks so emo, but she's like a mix between Flames and Katheryne, I guess.
Mind if I join this private discussion?
Compared to the eons gone
Yeah, this
by,
guy.
this is a peaceful end.
Yeah, obviously a lot of faith. Even Tsaritsa, then this guy and Druzhna girl earlier, all of them are fair. Like we knew that there will be fair in Snezhnaya. And this guy in particular seems very interesting because I think this guy has some really interesting lore behind him. Like, just what he says.
Why?
Compared to the years gone by, this era seems peaceful. Like, that means this guy has been around for some time.
This is a peaceful age.
And just let me say this. He looks like the stereotypical smart book protagonist. Like a rich dude from North who's also like have mysterious powers, like a vampire or something. I'm just saying this, it's all obviously a joke, but he looks stunning. I might pull for him.
Wait, the Kresnik's torch?
Yeah, Kresnik's torch, if I remember correctly, like it's something that provides warmth to Snezhnaya people because it's very cold in Snezhnaya. And it seems to be freezing. I wonder what that means. Permafrost. Now to
And
Orobashi.
then the heavenly principles spoiled our love.
And then the heavenly principles spoiled our love. We know that Tsaritsa is the god of love. We'll get to the Travail trailer again. She's the god of love. And she says heavenly principles spoiled our love. And it's very interesting regarding what we know, at least what we can infer from the hymns of the far north. Let's get to that part. Yeah, this is like very ex-lover behavior. Like she's holding a photo with her ex and his lover is in, and she's tearing the photo apart. Like she's saying, if I don't have him, you don't get him. Something like that. Yeah, she tears him apart. She tears him apart. Obviously, no biggie. That's the third descender. That's 100% the third descender. Yeah, and he's even obscured. We can't even see him because that's like the forbidden history of David, in a sense. Like, yeah, it should even exist.
Mother?
We know what happened to Orobashi.
I almost doubt whether it was ever true at all.
Okay, you are frozen now. The cold never bothered her anyway.
One should not throw fragile driftwood to a drowning person,
Yeah, that's what they do essentially.
nor give the illusion of warmth to those freezing to death.
Nor give the illusion of warmth to those freezing to death.
Death is not the enemy of love.
The whole system is,
The real enemy
yeah,
is the blessings given by deluded gods.
deluded gods. Yeah. If HP is considered a demiurge, then he is a deluded god. If he's actually thinking that it's evil, like he's a villain in a sense. Like Dotoro knew that what he was doing was like morally not right, but he does it anyways because he just doesn't care. But like some people do what they do believing that it's right. Do you get what I'm saying? Like if HP is thinking that it's all for the benefit of humanity, then that itself is not a sin. That itself is not a bad thing. It's just he's deluded. Yeah, this part we see all the Gnosis, but the only Gnosis that is at least active or like shining, as we can see in the trailer, is the Gnosis and the Gnosis. And yes, not all the Gnosis are here. The Gnosis is not here. Only Gnosis that are active is like the Gnosis and the Gnosis. Well, Gnosis being active is very, very interesting because we know that all the other Gnosis were taken either by force or like complicit agreement without any stipulations behind it, but Gnosis gave it to a contract. Like he has something to gain from giving the Gnosis. Others didn't care, but Shawnee did care. It's just he did it because there was an upside or like something to gain from it. At least that's what it seems like. At least there's something that he can leverage. Yeah, we don't know what stipulations or what's the bargaining chip is, but there is something. So it's very interesting that the only piece that's active right now is the Gnosis aside from the Gnosis. And this is like doubly creepy because my girl is playing with her hubby's remains. Yeah, all others are inactive.
Good move.
Yeah, good move.
Still, I do hope you truly understand the nature of the game you're playing.
Nature of the game you're playing. Right, trailer title is aptly named Transcendence trailer. Like, that's probably what Tsaritsa's plan is. We don't know how form it will take, but that's probably what, at least one of her plans is. Either overthrowing or transcending. Whether it's up, just summarized it perfectly. There's no choice. There's no choice but to either overthrow or transcend. Okay. Let's go look at the Travail trailer.
We had no time.
We all gonna be coming here after watching anything Genshin lore related.
To say goodbye.
Let's just keep it
So let's.
session apart.
Is a god. It is because she has her reasons. She is a god with no love left for her people, nor do they have any left for her.
Evolving without mercy.
Her followers hope only to be on her side when the day of her rebellion against the divine comes at last. In the perpetual.
Yeah. I believe that all the harbingers, at least once in the know, are like they do want to see the world change. They know that what lingers here, what happens here is all but temporary. Like there's something that's unnatural about this, and they want it to change. Yeah. Just a spectacular trailer. I'll be rewatching this again and again. Damn.
I've heard that.
Okay, that's all from me for now. Catch you on the next one. Bye. Have a good day.